Okay, so I am going to have a look through these clips of me surfing. I don't think you need to see me, so I'll probably edit my face out of here. What I'm going to do is look through here and discuss using the on-bay technique, so ocean, mind, on-bay, board, ocean, mind, body and equipment, where I'm going and how I'm doing with this is like the initial I don't know why I've frozen there, the initial baseline of my surfing to see how I'm doing on this, and it's a bit depressing to watch, but this was a wave pool the other day. My first surf of my 41st year, and so here we go. So this drop in to start with is this pop up. Now I'm probably looking too far to the bottom of the wave. I'm very arched there. My back is curled rather than straight. I drop down to the bottom of the wave there, and then I come up, bring the coffee cup hand round, but my arms are very down in the water. I'm very slow, very back foot heavy there. I'm having to pump to get along the wave. That's actually, I think it's probably a reasonable bottom turn, but if you look at where my arms up, and I'm very open, I'm sort of standing like a scarecrow rather than pointing up towards the top of the wave. When I was doing this, I felt I was surfing quite well. Well, not quite well, but I hoped it would look better than it did. This top turn is probably okay. I don't know what the guys will say about that. Again, another top turn, but I'm kind of let's go on to the next wave. Let's see, I'm sort of racing for this fall off last one. Again, my pop-ups are very not particularly smooth. I'm quite low down the wave by the time I've actually got to my feet. I don't know, maybe I should be popping up and sort of gliding there and popping up, sort of up here rather than getting to the bottom of the wave. But anyway, by the time I'm on my feet, I'm at the bottom of the wave, and maybe I should be pointing out here and then attacking up to there. So I come down to the bottom of the wave and then do a turn off the top rather than just getting up to my feet and being on the flats here. There, this is where the wave's breaking. This is the power zone here, and I'm all the way over here. So really, I should have bottom turned here and tacked up here. I'm very leant over. My back's bent. And my legs are pretty straight here, so that's not great either. I had to pump had to sort of hop to get through this first flat section. And then again, top turn. Again, I'm very open. I don't know if that's really much good as a bottom turn. I think I should be leaning and lifting there rather than... what I would say as well is rather than completing the turn and coming back down here, I just go straight again. I do the top turn, and rather than coming straight down and hitting this guy, I sort of carry on straight out to trying to get in front of the wave. Obviously I didn't get it in front of the wave there. Another one here, again another pump. What's good here is my sort of knees are pointing in the right direction. I'm compressed, my legs are compressed, that's quite nice I suppose. But again, I'm out in the flats rather than hitting the power zones. I'm surfing quite flat there, I'd say. Another one, yeah. Still, these pop-ups are pretty ugly, I think. I kind of look like I'm off balance there. I wonder if this is why I fall off. No, this is okay. Again, I don't have that speed to start with. Quite back bent. Here we go again. What happens there? I lean too much. Drag a rail, I think. I'm very far forward on my board. Sort of. Yeah, I think I just catch a rail, book a rail. This is pretty mindless, really. So, in terms of my ombi, so ocean. Well, this is the wave pool, but where am I? So the ocean. I'm catching the right waves, obviously, because I'm in the wave pool. But where am I on the wave? Well, in this, I'd say, to be fair, there I'm actually reasonably am sticking in the power zone. But I'm still too far out from it, I think. I should be coming up, hitting this here, going down, coming up, and well, it breaks again, hitting it again. So yeah, I'm not in the ideal place on the wave. So that's ocean. Mind, well, this one, I was having quite a nice day. My mind was pretty good, relaxed. I was enjoying myself. I don't think I was too fast. I knew the camera was on me, but other than that, I think my mind was okay. Body, am I using my body correctly? Am I, passing the coffee? Well, at times I am. I mean, I'd say I probably open up too much here, and I should be keeping rather than coming around like this, I should be facing forward. So at this point, both of my knees are facing this way rather than facing up to the top of the wave. So that's body. And then equipment, am I using my equipment well? Am I on the right equipment? I'm happy with my board. To be honest, I don't think my board's going to make much difference. Whereas my back foot is probably a little bit too far forward on most of these clips. So my back foot could actually be further back on my board, and I think probably I'd be surfing probably a bit better if I was. So that is the sort of assessment of where I am. There's these are really ugly, these takeoffs. Look at this. I'm really shuddering on my feet there. In fact, I do kind of I make that one, but it's not a perfect wave by a long shot. So they're very much the same. It's not bad surfing, it's just not great surfing. And then that one again. I mean, that you could say that was actually surfing in the power zone. But then what do I do? So these are my initial sort of thoughts on my surfing. It looks a bit ugly to me. There's a lot of backhand patting of the cat, sort of, rather than, Oh, that was very messy. Let's have a look at that, because that's a sort of standard really messy takeoff, and you can tell I was going to fall from my takeoff because it was such a bad takeoff. So what did I do? I was really pointing along the wave. It wasn't. It was a very messy takeoff, and my knee, I'm basically on my knee, my front knee like that. My back knee is on the board. So it's a really horrible slow takeoff. I'm almost crawling to my feet rather than stepping up neatly in one so nice movement. You can tell I've got tired by this point of the wave. and so I'm really heavy. And why did I fall then? I think I bogged a rail, obviously, but I think I was probably just off balance from that terrible takeoff. I was, yeah. You can see I'm sort of falling forward. I try and make a turn, but I'm just not happy with it, even from where it is. Yeah, that by this point I'm pretty tired, so my takeoffs are even worse than they are normally. And then that was actually, I think I'd come off the wave in front of us, desperate for one last wave, but again, having my takeoff there, I'm sort of getting up really slowly to my feet. So by the time I've got to my feet, I'm in the flats, and I've got to work quite hard to get back. But anyway, there we are. So that's the end of that, and so I will call that. What I'll do is I'll just get this, so I can try and get this on here, and I'll just clap again. So this is the clap coming up. 3, 2, 1, clap.